Hello everyone, my name is PJ and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, Part 9. Okay, so I did everything that I said I was going to do. I did a lot of level grinding, got a lot of AP from these Skull Eaters, although after a short period of time, I couldn't stand fighting them anymore. My characters just kept dying and it was not fun. It was actually kind of aggravating, so instead I just went back to the forests of Karnak and fought all of the wild knacks that appeared in the forest. They're seriously the only encounter in the forests around Karnak. It's just 5 wild knacks every battle, and you get 625 gil per battle. So I was able to afford all 3 of the rings from History, so I got those, only 1 of each, and you can see how little money I was left with afterward. Dreamless Void, once again coming in with the lit tips, told me that these bio soldiers near Jakol, you can steal a warhammer from them. So I spent a long time last night after he told me that, trying to get a warhammer. And I also stole like 17 battle axes, trying to get it. But all of a sudden, bio soldiers were rare encounters. I was running into them every other fight before. But now that I needed them to show up, they wouldn't. That's my luck. Also, the Coral Sword, typically it should just do damage to aquatic type enemies, but in this game it's lightning elemental, which means the lightning anemones are healed by it. So you still have to be careful when using it at sea. Okay, so new abilities. I mastered Ferris's Blue Mage class. Yep, and you wanna know what she got for it? She got something called Analyze, which, if you look at the Blue Mage's first ability, Observe, detect an enemy's HP and weakness. Analyze is the exact same thing, only it also shows you their level and status. What's even the point? Why have 2 different scan abilities? Why not just have, like, Observe level 2 that makes it stronger? I don't know. But yeah, so far Ferris is the only character with 2 mastered jobs. Mainly because I haven't given her many jobs. Let's see, I also got Black Magic and White Magic both to level 6 with Lena. I got Equip Whips from Galif's Beastmaster. I got Throw from Bartz's Ninja, so now he can do that whenever he's not a ninja, not that I was doing it in the first place. And that's it. Right now I'm trying to level up Galif's Berserker again, because I think it only has the 2 levels. I think that's it. I think it only learns 2 things. I think it just gets Berserk and Equip Axes. And that's it. Once Galif levels Berserker again, it'll be mastered. I'm guessing the point, because Berserk isn't one of the passive abilities that gets passed on to Freelancer, thank God. But I'm guessing the point of mastering Berserker is just to give the huge stat bonuses to Freelancer. Okay, so you can see that I'm in front of the cave with the Skullkins, otherwise known as Skull Eaters, which makes more sense. I actually wanted to show you how I killed them. One way to do it is to have a Geomancer's terrain ability. Let me just run into one real quick. There we go. And Bartz actually didn't get one shot. Stalactite. Stalactite is the one that works most of the time. It seems to either do incredibly high damage or just ignores defense. And these things only have 1 hit point. It's just that their defenses and immunities are all sky high, so you just have to find a way to deal damage to them. Lena gained a level. Oh yeah. Everyone's level 28 now. And I really need to speed up the story and try and get this 1 blue magic spell before everyone reaches level 29. Because if I'm too late, then I'll have to wait. I'll have to put the story on hold until everyone's level 32. And who knows how long that'll take. But other ways to kill it, if you go to the desert and capture a sand bear with the Beastmaster, you can release it, and it uses an attack that ignores defense. You can use it to kill not only Skull Eaters, but also the Jackanapes. If you really, really wanted to kill a Jackanapes, just for like the bestiary entry or something if you're playing a newer version. And the Berserker, at least my Berserker, is strong enough to actually kill a Skull Eater with its physical attack. It's powerful enough to bypass its defense, but not its evasion, so you still had to be lucky enough for it to hit. And, speaking of Beastmasters, if you just use control on it, then you can have it use its special attack, not its regular attack, but its special one. I think it's called Front Teeth, to make it attack itself. I think in the newer versions it's called Incisor, but that'll do tons of damage to it and it will die. I'm sure there are other ways to do it too, like I think you can throw things at it with the ninja's throw, but there's lots of ways to kill the Skull Eater. Whoa. That guy got instantly killed. I missed what that was called. See how much fucking damage Galef's Berserker does? Because I equipped that Warhammer that I stole from them. Holy shit, that was almost 2,000. I forgot to heal. Oh, it's after he got hit by the Skull Eater. I almost called it a Death Eater. Anyway, we are on our way to find Crescent Island. Or Crescent Isle, whatever. Tsunami. That actually did damage to them. I'm surprised they don't absorb water. It might be possible that water isn't an element in this game. Now, I want to show something off. You see this string of scattered islands here? I guess you could call it an archipelago. It's not important now, but I just want you to remember that it exists. Anyway, here we are, Crescent Isle. Yep, you can just land your ship right here. Before I go in, there is an enemy that appears around here, called the Black Flame or whatever it's called. And no one has learning. Oh, I didn't run into it anyway. But these enemies do have a chance of dropping sickles or whatever. So I guess if I wanted one of those, I could get it. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone learning. And I'm gonna change Galef back into a Beastmaster, just so that he can use control. Sometimes these guys counter twice with bio, and it's so annoying. Also, buying those rings is really annoying because they're the strongest relics I have right now. But I don't like having such strong elemental weaknesses unless it's a specific situation, which is all I bought them for, was specific situations. So every time I change jobs or optimize their equipment, I have to remember to take them off. You can keep Angel, actually. There they are. Now I just need to control one and make it use its spell on me. Stole Speed Drink. Ooh. Got him. Discord. I'll use that on Ferris. Come on. I'm gonna use it or what? There we go. It failed. Seriously? Discord on Ferris. Well, one of them used it on its own on Galef, but Galef doesn't have learning. There we go. Yeah, it cuts levels in half. Yeah, now I have to try and fight these things at half my level. But I should survive, these guys aren't so tough. And I have one of these things under my control, so I can just have it help me kill the others. But their physical attacks are really weak. A problem presents itself. I don't think Beastmasters can willingly relinquish control over a monster. If I want Galef to be able to attack again, I'm gonna have to actually have this thing attack itself. If anything can even hit it, there we go. There we go. Also, the Blitz Whip, which is the whip I'm using now, learn to Discord, has a chance of casting thunder every time I hit an enemy with it. Or bolt, whatever. Okay, so that's the last blue magic spell we'll have to learn for a while. So let me just change you back to Berserker. And now we can head into town, where nothing bad will happen. Here it comes! Another earthquake! What? The ship! Oh wait, it's literally just gonna let me wander around town while the earthquake's happening? Up. I'm scared. Can I... yeah, all the shops are locked. And once in a while, the ground just shakes. Help me. The ship's sinking. Yeah, so much for that. And now we're stranded here. Earthquakes often occur on this island, and then whirlpools appear. So your boat was swallowed by a whirlpool? That was unlucky of you. Make it sound like it was my fault. This old man's so interesting. The most interesting man in the world. Tell us a story about the ruins now. Hey mister, what about the Chocobo story? Why don't you tell it to these people too? Chocobo story? That appeals to Bots' interests. The Black Chocobo is a creature that is born and raised in the forest. Once it's flying, it can only land in the forest, but now they're all extinct. 30 gil. Okay. There's an item shop over here. Same stuff as always. Ooh. No, I have a thief in the party. I should be able to just see any passages. This island is marvelous. Crops grow without us doing a thing, and even though it hardly ever rains, we're never short on water. I forget if there's an actual in-game cause for that. It's supposed to lead you to believe that maybe the Earth Crystal is here, but... There was a great harvest this year too. This is thanks to the blessings of the soil on this island. I'm not sure what this is all supposed to lead up to, because I know the Earth Crystal isn't here. Sometimes I hear unusual sounds coming from underground. It's scary. Look at this water. Even without much rain at all, it steadily flows up from under the ground. There's never anything in the barrels anymore, jeez. Okay, got plumed hats, which I already have 2 of, and barred robes, which I already have 2 of, so nothing new here, nothing special. Weapon shop. Fire bows, ice bows, and thunder bow. And a silver harp. All hinting at things to come. Things to come very soon. I saw a black chocobo in the forest, but he was too quick for me. Ah, so they're not extinct. And there's a house over here in the corner, completely separated from the rest of the town. Bard's house. Ooh, here's a piano. You screwed up. Got better at the piano. You look like you're tired from traveling. I'll teach you a song. Learn the life song. Is this it? Is this the life song? We've heard this before. This song gradually increases your vitality during battle. You still don't have Bard, so it doesn't help us. Magic shop. You have anything new? Anything new at all? Of course not. We might not be able to buy new spells until much later. Well, that's already everything there is to see in Crescent Isle. Well, guess it's time to go find that black chocobo. Black Chocobo Forest. What is that? A chocobo? But it's a bit different. I'll catch it. You know, it looks more like a pink chocobo than a black one. Giving up? No. Not yet. Keep trying. Wait. That's Ferris. Why is it labeled as Lena? These... Never mind. And Bartz isn't a thief and doesn't have dash equipped, so... Oh, where'd it go? There you are. I got... fuck. God damn it. I'm just gonna briefly make him a thief so I can dash. Come here, you piece of shit. Gotcha. Hey, this one's a black chocobo. So they weren't extinct. Well, let's see if you can fly. Go! Nope. What? Huh? Look. Pieces of crystal? These must be the ones that were sent flying in the explosion at Karnak. There we go. So that's why he couldn't fly. Okay, so he swallowed them. Bard and Ranger. But, you know, Hunter, Archer, whatever. Ranger. Ew, I don't know if I want to touch these. Let's hope it can fly now. Mambo de Chocobo. Quite possibly one of the most upbeat renditions of the Chocobo theme up until this game. Probably the most, actually. But yeah, like they said, Black Chocobo can only land in forests. So, let's just land it here. Oh, do I have to catch it again every time? I think I may only have to catch it if I land it in that spot. If I land it here, what happens? Yeah, it stays put for me. Good. Okay, so let's take a look at our new jobs. We got Bard, which... the way Bard works is... you can learn songs from around the world, from other bards, like we've already done. We've learned 2 songs. And you can have the Bard play the song, and they will continuously play it, and its effects will occur. Like the one we just learned, the Song of Vitality, I guess. The Bard will give up all of its turns in order to keep playing that song, and everyone's vitality will rise over time, which affects their physical defense. And if everybody... the only way that the Bard can stop playing is if everybody except for the Bard becomes incapacitated, then he'll just stop playing so he can, you know, deal with that. Or if the Bard himself dies. Now the Bard does have quite a few useful songs, including one that just does tons of damage to all undead, which will be very useful in some dungeons. But now I need to decide who I want to give Bard to. I suppose I should give it to either Galuf or Ferris. But the other job I got is Ranger, which does all the things a typical D&D Ranger is expected to do. It uses bows, mainly. It can't use swords like a D&D Ranger, but it also has the ability to call upon woodland critters from around the world mid-combat. It's very similar to the Geomancer's terrain ability, actually. Only it has nothing to do with where you are, and it's just kind of random. You get access to more critters to summon randomly as the job level increases. It's very gambler-ish, and I am giving that to Bartz. Because the Ranger learns something that I want him to have. I guess I can give him counter. You know, counter with his bow. Fire bow. I suppose it's good enough. And just take that off, though. Having a bow, I can put him in the back row, so that's good. Now, who to give Bard to? I suppose I should give it to Ferris. I mean, she has so few jobs that she's already managed to master 2 of them. Yeah, sure, why not? Bard. And I'll give her Dash. Gotta double check to make sure they don't get those rings on them. I kinda wish there was a storage system in this game now, just so I can put those rings away. Okay, so now that we have the Black Chocobo, honestly I don't know what we're supposed to do with it now. Let's go back to town. Okay, I guess I can show off the ranger's abilities. He starts with aim, which is a lot like the monk's build-up, only instead of increasing attack power, it increases accuracy. Sing. Song of Vitality. Yep, and the party's defense will slowly rise. Yeah, counter with a bow. Awesome. Galef gained a level. Ah, shit. He's level 29. I gotta hurry this up. But first I want to look up to see exactly which Bard spells are continuous. Because some of them are like spells. You just cast them, and then you can still get other turns. Like, they're like little ditties. That is not at all what it does. Okay, so once again the game lied to me. The Vitality Song casts regen on the party. It's not continuous. And the Love Song isn't continuous either. It just tries to charm the target. Or all enemies, one of the two. Anyway, yeah, the steamship is gone. I forget if it's gone forever, though. Does anyone have anything to say about the Chocobo? This is new. Stone-like monsters are weak against the soft item. My grandfather told me that. Yeah, I ran into some golems in the world map while I was farming for money, and I used a soft on it, and instead of just dying immediately, it did something weird. It actually countered having a soft used on it with an ability called Darkness, which it cast on itself, which inflicted instant death. Okay, I don't think anyone else is gonna say anything about that Chocobo. But let's take the Black Chocobo back to Sid and Meat and see what they say. Because getting the Black Chocobo was the main point of coming to this island. So back to the Library of Ancients. I wonder, can the Black Chocobo cross mountains? It'd be so crazy if a Chocobo could cross mountains, but a dragon can't. Well, you can't cross the really tall mountains, but still. A Chocobo can fly higher than a dragon. That's pretty sad. Anyway, there's something I wanted to show off real quick. As soon as I can find it. I think it's up here. Yeah. This big bird-shaped peninsula. There's nothing here now, but it'll be important in a little bit. Now, how about before we go see Sid and Mead, we pay a visit to the one town left in the world map that we were not able to reach before. Apart from the one across the desert. Let's go to Bartz's hometown. Yep, there it is up there. Oh. And we can also get a better look at this area. Yeah, you can actually walk around this area. But you can't examine these stones. And there's really nothing to find here. There's no areas to enter. Really, it's just a visual representation. It's just for story stuff. And here we are, Bartz's hometown. Licks. And of course the Home Sweet Home theme that played earlier in that one cutscene plays here. Huh? Bartz? Oh my gosh, Bartz is back! I wonder how long ago Bartz left, because Bartz is only 20 years old. I imagine he probably left no earlier than, say, maybe age 15? But he may have been gone for about 5 years, I don't know, maybe they'll tell us. There's no one behind this counter. Weird. Hey, it's you, Bartz. Why don't you take a rest? It's on my house. Isn't the phrase, it's on the house, whether or not the house is yours? Did we get a cutscene here? Yes, we do. Of course we do. Bart? What's wrong? Varus. Here rests Stella. This is my mother. Huh? I was born in this village. My mother died when I was little. After that, I left on a long journey with my father. Okay, so when he was little, he left with his father, right after his mom died. So what, like 10? It can't be too long ago, because that little girl recognized him. Huh. Then 3 years ago, my father became ill and passed away too. Dorgan and his beloved wife Stella rest here. Dad asked me to bury him with Mom. Dad was a strong man. A father. Is that a nice thing to have, Bartz? Varus. Well, let's go back. We don't want everyone to worry. Yep, so we can actually go find that gravestone too. Although he won't interact with it until you rest at the inn. Okay, anything in this magic shop? This isn't the magic shop. What's this? Oh. Well, I guess if you don't get the heal spell from Castle Karnak before it explodes, you can buy it here. So that's good. They made it so it's not permanently missable. Bartz, you've been on such a long journey. Well, welcome back to your home. Stay as long as you like. No way. Bartz, you look so much more grown up. A sickness got to your father? I see. Bartz, you need to live strong. Yeah, the tombstone's right over here. Dorgan and his beloved wife Stella rest here. And this, I believe, is Bartz's house. Or Bartz's former house. You were the one who used to live here? There must be a lot that brings back memories for you. Feel free to have a look around. And right here is the music box that I pointed out to you in that one flashback. Is he asleep? Dear, are you going on a journey again? No, I'm not leaving. My spasms have started to calm a bit, but I want us to live together as a family from now on. I know. Well, let's get to bed now. You need to get better. Thanks. Let me do one more thing, but I need to finish. You're going, aren't you? So you were awake. Oh, it's actually asking for my input now. Yeah, this song, the music box, it's not a fantastic song on its own, but once again, Risa Oki made a great vocal cover of it, which I'm going to put a link to in a card right now. So, go listen to it. Are you going to protect us from the bad guys again? Well, that's Daddy's job. Take me with you. You stay at the house with your mother, and you'll keep this a secret from her, won't you? Alright. Well, time for bed. Stella, you need to rest too. Stella? Stella! It's really subtle, but shortly after Stella went off-screen, you probably noticed the music box started to slow down until it stopped. I like to think that was a representation of Stella's own flame going out. You know? That's a pleasant melody. It's inspired me of a nice poem. Do you mean to say reminded? I'll dedicate this song to this memory. Learned Charm Song. Wait, is Charm Song different from the Love Song? Let me check. Okay, the Love Song inflicts stop, not charm. The Charm Song confuses all enemies. But none of the songs I've learned so far are continuous. The continuous ones are kind of dangerous. Because once you use them, you lose control over your character until certain circumstances are met. Certain conditions. There's a bard living in your house now. Yes, we've met. Hey Bartz, it's me. I wish you could play again, like back in the old days. What? Flashback? With you? 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. You'll never find me here. Yeah, I guess he won't. God, you're patient. Up. Hey! Somebody! Help! And that's how... I remember. That's how you became so afraid of heights. We were so innocent back then. I can't believe that now I'm studying to become a scholar. Bartz, you've come home! I've been waiting for so long. Would you listen to what I want to tell you when your journey is over? Yeah, so somebody's had a crush on Bartz. For who knows how long. Wait, didn't Bartz say he left when he was little? So, you've had a crush on Bartz since he was a kid. Or since the two of you were both kids. That's a long time to hold on to a crush. Especially for someone you haven't seen in like a decade. But that's true love, is it not? Your father did so much for us. I'm going to make it really cheap for you. Ethers. Ooh, there we go. Man, they're expensive though. I guess I'll buy 5 of them? God damn. Wish I had more money. Wish I hadn't spent it all on those useless rings. Okay, more weapons. Ah, shit. This is all ninja equipment. We got kunai, shuriken, and 3 different kinds of throwable scrolls. And armor. Beret and stealth robe. Or at least I already have these. I should have 2 of each of those already. I'm gonna have to do more money farming when I get the chance. Well, I believe that's it to see in Licks. We've spoken to everybody, and we saw all the cutscenes. There's nothing left to do now but come back later once I have more money. Yeah, because coming here is completely optional. It's just for more of Bartz's backstory. Okay, now we'll head to the Library of the Ancients. For real this time. My neighbors have been mowing the lawn for the past hour. I keep having to stop talking just so I can wait for them to be finished for another 5 or so minutes before they start up again. Okay, back at the library. Hey, you're back! Sid, the steamship... I see. Not a problem. We can just build another steamship. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just build our greatest technological advancement ever. Again. But listen, we have found King Tycoon. What? It seems that he was seen in the town of Karnak. Then it looks like he went into the Quicksand Desert. The Quicksand Desert? It's the desert that lies to the west of here. The sand there flows like rivers. No one can enter it. Beyond the desert, they say there are the ruins of a city. How did King Tycoon... I don't know. The people here who said they saw him said that his body was floating in the air. Floating? Father... Let's go to the Quicksand Desert. But we won't be able to get through it. We'll find a way. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I guess we're going to the Quicksand Desert now. Before we go, I want to go back in and see if any of them have anything else to say. That black bird. It's a black chocobo, isn't it? So there are some still alive. The Quicksand Desert. The sand there is constantly moving, and no one can pass through. The Quicksand Desert. I wonder how you might be able to get through. It's true! The King of Tycoon went into the Quicksand Desert. On the other side of the desert, there is a ruined city. It's what remains of a city from a very ancient civilization. Yeah, we were told about that already in the town of Jakol, the Ronka ruins. I'm beginning to wonder if it really was King Tycoon. Who else could it be? I'm gonna stop and use that pot. Oh, I wonder how far the Black Chocobo can take us. Because, yeah, there's no forests over here. We're gonna have to walk to the desert. Oh boy. Walking, walking, walking. Oh boy. I said it before and I'll say it again. I really wish I could dash on the world map. Love song. And it didn't work. None of them were confused. Oh well. Hey, I might as well just have Ferris use the Vitality song all the time. And keep regen on the party. That way I won't have to heal as much between fights. God damn, Galif. You're so strong. And there it is. This place is also known as the Desert of Shifting Sand. Quicksand Desert. Okay, before I go in there I want to save. And there's also one other thing I want to do. I want to give Ferris the ability to cast her blue magic. Because we're about to fight a boss, and I want to show you guys something. Okay, so if you step into the quicksand, nothing happens. You just get taken right back to the start. I'm so strong they all run away. Okay, the optimization feature keeps giving Ferris a dagger. I want her to have a harp. This doesn't look good. Wait! It's too soon to give up. You could make a bridge. It might be a little dangerous, but it's worth the try. We'll disturb the sandworm that lives in this desert. You guys defeat it. Then you can walk across the body of the worm. How violent! Look who's talking. Yeah, Galif, you murder things all the time. Are you ready? Yep. I read that it would be unwise to use magic against the sandworm. Be careful. Unwise, you say? Here goes. So it's basically like a sandworm version of a dog whistle. Yep, that's the sandworm. Now the thing about the sandworm is it constantly switches holes to make your attacks miss. Like that. Don't target the empty hole. Well, either way. This is a very simple boss. It has a couple of abilities here and there and constantly switches holes, yada yada yada. But if you have Aqua Rake, which we got from the Chimera in the other desert, it does so much damage that it just dies. Because it's really, really weak to water. Unwise to use magic, my ass. You did it! Now you can go through. Sid and Mead, while we're gone, can you look after the black chocobo that we left in the forest? Be careful. Wow, you actually remembered that. Like, that. What is that now? The third animal that Bartz has abandoned? Be careful. And they just say be careful again. Okay. So this place has a few items in it, but goddamn. We can walk across this section. It's really difficult to tell where all this shit goes. I think I can step on this part, and it takes me there. Yeah. These guys just keep running away. Okay. If you look down there, you can see what looks like a big temple. Sand bear. But we can't actually reach the temple right now. No matter what path we take in this shifting sands, we can't reach its entrance. You can see it on the world map though, if you like fly by it with the black chocobo, but we're not going to be able to visit it yet. I really do not know my way around this place. Where is this taking me? Is this the right way to go? Well, I don't want it to start taking me all the way back, so guess I should just keep going with the flow. The enemies out here in the desert might be weak to ice, so I'm going to change Bartz's bow to the ice bow. I think they all have the same attack power anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sand Porky? Sand Porky. What does that even mean? What is that supposed to be? Okay, well, attacks with the harp do nothing. I might be better off just giving Ferris back her knife and putting her in the front. But it's gained a job level. Earned animals. Yeah, so now he can summon woodland critters. Might as well put that on, so I can show it off. Guess I go this way. I think I'm getting close to the end. Animals. Momonga. Monster is what? Did I say the monster is distorted? What does that even mean? Oh, I summoned an animal. Squirrel. I really am king of the squirrels. Yeah, but it's a very weird kind of gambler-summoner combination. Yeah, and sometimes you'll summon something called the Mystidian Rabbit, which is just a dud. It does absolutely nothing. It's just a rabbit dressed like a black mage. It's cute though. I'm gonna keep summoning animals, just to see what else I get. Yeah, but more animals become available to summon as the ranger gains job levels. But yeah, up there you can see the stairs that lead up into the temple, but absolutely no path will land you in front of it. It's not possible to reach. Or maybe it is. Never mind. But it's definitely locked. You can't go in. That's weird. Do you see that? The weird wavy desert effect doesn't affect Bart's. There's like this weird circle thing around him. It's kind of strange. But yeah, you can go all the way to the top of the pyramid, but there's nothing up here. I thought for certain you couldn't reach it, but I guess maybe I just never took the right path every other time I played. Oh, it says monster is distracted. Okay. Oh hey, I confused them all. Cool. Yeah, it looks like all I can summon are squirrels and flying squirrels right now. Nothing else is working. But eventually I should summon the Mystidian Rabbit. Nightingale. Summon birds. That healed the party. Awesome. Yeah, the ranger has a lot of cool uses. And I confused them all again. So now I basically just wait until Galuf takes them all out with his warhammer. Oh, they use quicksand on themselves. And Spore? Don't know what that did. I think it may have poisoned itself. If it can even be poisoned. Nightingale again. Not that I needed it. How did you get the fire bow back on? Nah, it must have re-equipped you with it when I changed your ability to animals. Okay. Let's find our way out of this desert now. Bee Swarm. That didn't do much. Just stung it a few times. It probably has some extra effect I'm unaware of. Okay, I got it. Oh, that's the end. Right there. Now, how do I land on it? I think I have to stand right here? I'm still not entirely sure what the Momonga does. Enemy is distracted? Does that cause stop? Maybe slow? Barris gained a job level. Earned hide. Yeah, so Edward's hide from FF4 returns. And it does the same exact thing. Pretty sure it does, anyway. Yeah. Hide from enemy attacks. Basically, you eject yourself, and you can come back whenever you want. It just makes you immune to all enemy attacks. But you can't do anything while you're hidden. Ooh, you again. Let's see how you like... nope. Galuf one-shotted it. Lena gained a job level. Learned time level 6. There we go. Okay. Next I'm gonna change her into a summoner and... Actually, it's gonna take 500 AP to get that to level 6. How many summons are in this game? Okay, that bottom line can't be reached, so it looks like there's only 5 levels of summons. Which means that's probably her last level of summoner she's about to get. Meaning I don't really need to get it just yet. Let's just change her back to White Mage for now. I confused all the bombs. Wow, that charm song really makes this easy, doesn't it? And the bomb kills itself. Okay, well, it's a long walk down. And there it is. That is the only town in the entire world that we have not been to. But as we were told, this town is in ruins. Ruined city. To enter. What is this? The ruined city they were talking about? Yeah, and you're given the opportunity to explore, but I am so out of time. So very much out of time. I'm probably, off screen, I'm probably going to walk all the way out of here. All the way back through the Desert of Shifting Sands to go back and farm money. Well, actually, no. I don't want to do any grinding. Otherwise, I might pass level 28. That would be bad. I better save that for later. So, I'm just going to have to stop here. And we'll pick this up in the next episode. So, thank you all so very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you want to support me on Patreon, there'll be an end card at the end of the video, and a link in the description below, alongside links to my social media. So, I'll see you all in the next video. Are you kidding?
Oh my fucking god. That's why they put it there. That's why they put it there. Okay, you know what? We're past it. You know what? We're past the sad... Oh, you did it again, you stupid...
I told you, I'm not okay.